guys, and welcome to
Pillow
Pillow Talking
Talking
Pajamas.
Thanks for joining us for our second episode.
Woo!
Let's talk about the first one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so listen.
We
We-
used to do because I want to know too.
Oh, so now you don't know you weren't there? Okay, so we decided very last minute to start this series because we're always coming up with ideas and trying to think of what will be best for the communities that we serve. So we were in our hotel room in Virginia because we were there to do EMDR training. And we were like, oh, we should do this series. We map it out. We're talking about it. We're both so excited. And that led to us putting on matching pajamas, going down to the hotel lobby and recording our first episode.
This all happened in like a 10-minute span. You got your pajamas? I got my pajamas. Okay, let's go down to the lobby.
Yeah.
And literally, that's how it happened and where it happened.
So we made some mistakes, like we didn't introduce ourselves in the last one.
We literally just jumped in and we were so excited.
And I'm still super excited.
Yeah.
But I also recognize that there are some things that we need to do or things that we need to correct this episode.
Like, tell you guys our name. So I'm Sean, or Tashawn, and I'm a therapist. I'm an LIMHP, and we're co-owners of Rooted Mind Collective, and then I am the owner of Mindful Solutions Counseling.
And I'm the owner of Wealthy Mental LLC.
And what's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Dejanira Lynn Cook. I've been a therapist for 11 years now. And I've worked with mostly children and teenagers, but I've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Okay. You've been in the game for a minute.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a little new. It's been 3 years, and I work with children, well, young teens, young adults, and adults. I work in addictions, anxiety, depression, all the things. Trauma.
We love trauma.
That's where the heart's at.
Yes.
That's where we thrive.
Yeah.
So yeah, wide population, but that's who we are. So if we didn't say that the first episode, which we didn't, we're saying it now.
Yes, of course.
But we appreciate y'all just supporting us, tuning in, and kind of helping us work the kinks out as we figure out how to do this. But we know that this is something that we really want to do, and yeah.
Yeah, so both of us have a goal to be more accessible to different communities, especially the Black community, and show people that mental health is a safe space. Mental health facilities are safe spaces. And we are especially safe because we understand from a cultural background. We've had our own experiences with trauma in our personal lives, and that has led us to where we are now.
Yeah. Not to even include like years on years on years of education and training to make us qualify, and then ethics.
Oh my gosh.
Can't speak on it enough. 100%. The most important thing I think when it comes to our field is being ethical in every angle. That's something that we take extremely serious because we don't want the space just to feel safe. Like, we truly want this to be a safe space for everyone. And being ethical is a huge part of that. So we want to make sure that we provide that, and something that we, again, take extremely serious.
And what that looks like as far as being ethical is not just talking about cases out in the open or sharing your business. Like, what goes on in session stays in session. If we have to share anything, it would be because of self-harm concerns or homicidal concerns. But other than that, there's nothing. As long as everyone is safe, we can keep all of your secrets, essentially.
Yeah, and if we are sharing those secrets, we're sharing them for a good reason and to the right people. So that's something that we just really want to emphasize.
Yes.
So we don't just say it because it sounds good and it's cute to say it's a safe space. No, truly, it's a safe space, and we want to keep it that way, and we are really intentional about making sure it's safe.
For sure. So can we kind of get into it, because I was thinking, and we were in Virginia for a week, and we were working. Like, people thought that maybe we were having fun. We did have some moments of fun. We were able to visit the beach for like an hour and a half. Like, these are very short periods of fun because we had to be up early, and we were out late.
Listen,
because we were in training all day. It was like going to school.
I have not sat that long in one place in a long time. Mm-hmm. It's been a while, but
probably
we made
since
it.
COVID for me.
It's probably been before COVID. Even in COVID, I could not. I did not. I don't know. But it was an experience.
Yes.
And I had
a good one.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah.
What would you say was something that made you want to do the EMDR training?
The amount of trauma I deal with and see on a daily basis, and then just hearing about different traumatic experiences that people are having. It sounds like EMDR is the most effective when it comes to trauma. And so I was like, well, we got to do this.
Yeah, no, and I think that that's pretty much the same reason why I wanted to do it. But one thing that I really recognized when we were in the training was that when people are doing EMDR, it's super important to stay consistent, and that they're like coming to session and doing the things. And then I thought about like the people we work with. Are they really going to make time for themselves to like invest in themselves to do something that could really benefit them and like turn their lives around?
Yeah. And that's, I think, a problem that a lot of women, especially Black women, have, is continuing to run and not taking care of themselves, not making the time for therapy. I mean, even if you look at us, so we worked up until we left, and then we went to Virginia. We worked that whole week.
Yeah.
And also did some client stuff during that week. So we were working our business while we were away, and then also working during training. And then we got back on Sunday, and we went right back into seeing clients that Monday, and we're back to full-time working.
Literally.
We hit the ground running. There's been no breaks.
Oh, thanks. So we're not exempt.
No, not at all.
But not even did we go back to work Monday. When we got back Sunday, we went straight back into like the grit. Like I went back into mom mode, wife mode. You went back into daughter mode, sister mode, like friend mode, like all the things. So we literally, we didn't sit down.
No, and you know what? We even started planning our next event, I think, that Sunday.
We did it on the plane. I think we started talking about what we were going to do next.
So before we even landed anywhere, we were talking about business. And then we had a layover in Chicago, talked about business. And things that we could implement as soon as we got back.
Yeah, how about we implement doing better?
For ourselves? Yeah.
Let's start that.
Yes.
But I do think that that's something that I feel like it's just so important to touch on, because we really do have this thing to where, just as women, especially women of color, is we have to do everything and be everything for everybody. And then that leaves us with not being able to sit down, not be able to take those breaks. How do we start doing that?
Ooh, I think that the biggest problem that we have as women is not saying no. We take on everything.
Yeah.
Everything that's thrown at us. We're like, yeah, I can do it. I can balance it. It's like the superwoman effect.
Yeah.
You have to show up, and you have to show up authentically. You have to show up as your best self. Everywhere you go. So as a mother, as a daughter, as a sister, all the things, all the roles that you play as a wife, you have to be 100% at all those things. And realistically, it's not possible.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, we love these roles, right?
Of course.
But it's about finding balance in them. But I also think it's, where do we learn balance? Because
we haven't.
No, I think we see these people that we look at as like great examples of what being a strong woman is. And I think like, yeah, they did great, but what did being tired look like? Like,
Yeah.
What do we do when we get tired? How do we say no when we see women just take on so many things? And then it's like we get a reward for being strong and taking on things. And then it's feel like we have to keep that up because people are patting us on the back or complimenting us on being able to do all these things. And then it's
And
like,
look good while doing them.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have this thing that we have to just keep it up and not giving ourselves a break.
I feel like the narrative is also getting your hair done or getting your nails done or getting a pedicure. Like, that's self-care.
Yeah.
That's enough. But I personally do not enjoy any of those things. Like, yes, I do them, because I like to look nice, but I don't enjoy sitting at the nail shop.
No.
I don't enjoy getting my hair done.
No.
Like, those things aren't enjoyable to me.
Yeah.
And so resting and self-care should look however you want it to look. If you want to go and sit at the park for 2 hours and, watch the lake move or whatever that looks like for you, then do it.
Yeah. Sometimes, and I think another thing that's super important is rest is a need, not a reward. Like, we literally need rest.
For
So
sure.
we're not going to treat ourselves by, oh, I'm going to take a little nap. Like, that's a great self-care thing to do if we have the time, but rest is a necessity.
For sure.
And I think we've looked at it as like a privilege. Like, no, we need that. But sometimes my self-care is literally my ride home from work.
Yes.
Like, no phone calls, not answering a text, phone going on D&D for that 15-minute ride home, that I can have my, my car concert that I like to have.
Of course.
Because, I'll be singing so loud and so proud. But that is sometimes my form of self-care that day, is having that moment to just be with me, be with my music, be with my silence, whatever that looks like. It's my time, and I'm intentional about that.
Yes, for sure. I like to just sit on the floor in quiet. Like, it feels super grounding.
Yeah.
To just be there with my own thoughts and just really being intentional about sitting still.
Yeah.
Because it's rare.
Yeah. You're on the run all the time. Like, it's always something to do. And of course, we got to be the ones to do it. So we think.
But you really have to look at your life and ask yourself, is this something that I actually have to do? Is there someone that I can ask for help?
Right.
Can I delegate this task?
That's a form of self-care too. I feel like delegating can be a form of self-care.
For sure.
If it's something that someone else has the capacity to do, hand it over. Hand it over.
Yeah, and I also feel as though it's important for women to accept that it's okay to rest. We haven't seen that. Like, society tells us that we have to be all the things.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? I really do think we have seen that it is important to rest, because it comes out in anger. It comes out in resentment. It comes
irritability.
out all of those things, right? Like, those are signs of you need to rest. We look at kids and like, oh, you're a little cranky. You need a nap. Like, same for us.
Yes.
Like, oh, you're a little snappy today. You need a nap. Actually,
Exactly.
I do. I would love a nap today. But it does. We see that, but we don't always point that to where it should go, which is, oh, that's a sign of fatigue. That's a sign of you're taking on too much or you're doing too many things. We don't. So I think that it's important to recognize that even when we are tired or we think that it looks good, it does not always look good.
No way. And if you don't make the time to rest, your body will take it.
Yeah.
Like, it'll start to show up in physical symptoms, and you'll go to the doctor and be like, I've had this terrible headache. I've had this horrible stomach ache or these terrible stomach pains for this amount of time. And they're like, well, we've done the CT scans, we've done the MRI, we've done all the things. And there's been nothing for us to report.
Literally. And then go back a couple months later after actually taking some things off of your plate and delegating and see if that makes a difference. Because a lot of times it does.
For sure.
It literally does. But I think that's another thing that we don't do enough is set healthy boundaries.
Ooh. What a healthy boundary.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Listen. Sometimes that means no. Sometimes that means I can't. I won't. Or sometimes it's not today. Like,
Yes.
boundaries are so important, and we lack them because, again, we want to be everything to everybody. We want to do everything. If we don't do it, it won't get done right. We just, we just take it all on. But boundaries can look like so many different things. What do you think? Like, what is your ideal way of like setting a boundary, or what does that look like?
Not answering text messages right away. Even though I could, like, I might have the time, but I just need a brain break.
Yeah.
But no one, so a lot of people like to discuss boundaries, but no one really talks about how uncomfortable setting boundaries is.
Extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Extremely uncomfortable.
Like, people become accustomed to you being a certain way. And so when you begin setting boundaries, it's like, well, you weren't like that before. You would have said yes before. You would have showed up before. Yeah, why are you changing? So you get a lot of grief from that.
And I think with that grief, that's a lot of times connected to fear because, well, if I set a boundary or if I start telling this person no, or I change up what our dynamic looks like, they're not going to want to be my friend, or they're not going to want to be with me, or
they're going to be angry.
Yes. So boundaries can come with backlash sometimes, and we have to acknowledge that. But I think boundaries build healthy relationships, right? And if we don't have them, then that builds resentment because, well, I'm the friend that's always doing this, and I'm the friend that always doing that, and it starts to feel unbalanced, and then we start to, again, build that resentment. And it tears down relationships if we don't have those boundaries set in place.
For sure. And it's okay to wake up and set a new boundary.
Oh, yeah, every day. I think it's something new every day. Like, what boundary I want to enforce today?
Like, yes, this is how Dejanera used to be, but, yesterday's Dejanera isn't today's Dejanera. So.
And I think that's so okay. And I think once you get comfortable with doing it, like how when you get comfortable with saying no, you're going to say it all the time. It's going to roll off your mouth. It's a complete sentence. It's just going to feel so natural. And then setting boundaries are going to be the same way. And you will be surprised at the growth that you have with yourself, the relationships that you may not have anymore. And that's okay too, because they may not have been serving you well anyway.
Exactly.
But it can be so rewarding to set boundaries. And it might even build, again, your relationship to be better. It might hold that other friend accountable a little bit. Like, I might need to show up a little bit more. I might need to actually take on some of these tasks and do these things and not just push it on the other person. So it's healthy.
I agree. Yes. And I think that when we take on all the things and we make it look easy, that people think that they don't have to check on us or that we got it. They don't. How are you? Like, when was the last time somebody asked you, how are you? And you gave them a real answer other than fine.
Other than when you ask me and then I spill it all out.
Other than our conversations.
Yeah, because listen, that happens all the time. But no, it's been a while because, again, everybody has that. I think it's a social media thing where they say, check on your strong friends, and then everybody shares it and likes it, and that's it. Right? Like, it's like, but are you guys really checking on the strong friend? And what is strong? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, well, that's probably the person taking on everything. That's probably the person that makes it look good, but it's really not. And I think, especially like as therapists, we have it all together. Like, no, our lives are perfect.
All the time.
Yeah. So we don't need to be checked on because we got it.
And truth be told,
girl,
there are days when we don't have it. I mean, we continue to press through to show up for our clients because we love this line of work. But there are days when we wake up and it's like, man, I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm just tired, or, I just have a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I think that in those moments we pray.
Yes.
We are a good support system to each other. And then I think that we're also good with pointing out, like, okay, you need to rest. Like, you need a break. how about you go home early, or what does the rest of your day look like? Is there time for you to take a nap, or is there time for you to go get your favorite snack, anything like that?
Yes. That's one thing I love about our space. It's super homey. So even if I don't have a client and I don't want to be in my office, I go in our break room. We got TV,
Uh-huh.
turn on Tubi. We got a whole bunch of snacks. Like, I love that space. So even if, again, if I can get 15 minutes of that or an hour, the hour's a luxury around here.
For sure.
Yeah. So we definitely make sure that we take care of ourselves, because if we do not take care of ourselves, it's hard to show up for other people in the way that they need us to. So again, we prioritize that because it's needed.
For sure. And people say all the time that you can't pour from an empty cup, but it's very literal.
There's nothing.
Like,
I don't. There's nothing to get.
I don't have anything else in my body. Like
Literally.
your body is the cup.
Yeah, exactly. And if I'm not taking care of my body, or if I don't have other people pouring into me, that sometimes taking on the task, asking me, how I'm doing, or what do you need, or those are ways to pour into other people.
For sure.
Encouragement sometimes is a way of pouring into people. But simply just sometimes showing up.
Yes.
And not surface level. It's so cute to, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Like, no, no, for real. How are you?
What's going on?
What's going well? What's not going well? What could, like, let's dive into that so we can open up that conversation a little bit more. So we're not just, I'm good, because it ain't always good.
Yeah. And then also, before you, like, say you need to speak with a close friend, like you have some stuff going on, I think it's important to ask them, like, are you in a space to receive? Like, I need to vent.
Yeah.
I have some heavy things that I need to discuss. Are you in a space where you can receive that, where you can help me process that?
Girl, no, me too. Let's try this tomorrow.
Yeah.
But no, seriously.
And then being okay with that answer, whatever the answer is.
Yes.
And then also not feeling pressure to say, like, yeah, I can take on your mess. If you really can't, like, you just can't.
Because I wouldn't be no good for you. You ain't no good for me right now. But no, it truly is. It's okay to say I don't have the space today. It's not to say I never will. It's just in this moment right now, I don't have the capacity, but I will pray for you, or I hope things are going well, or can I check in with you tomorrow?
For sure.
But it doesn't always have to be a yes. It can literally be a no.
And then not right now. Like, maybe I'll have the capacity 2 weeks from now.
Because listen, I can't even say tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow gonna look like. It might not be tomorrow, but it's not right now.
And that's okay.
Yeah. Literally.
Like, because I'd hate to continue to show up for people and not be authentic in the way that I show up.
For sure.
Because I think that we try to cover up how we really feel or how our life is really going. And sometimes there are things that you can't just push through. Like, they have to be addressed before you can feel better.
No, seriously. And it's so important to make sure that we're truly addressing it, addressing them, addressing it as a whole. Because sometimes, we acknowledge that it's happening, and that's sometimes a form of addressing it, but there's an extra step that sometimes we can take and we avoid it. And I think that that in a way keeps us stuck by avoiding the real issue.
For sure. And if you don't have a support system, therapy is always an option.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I strongly encourage therapy, not just because I'm a therapist.
Right.
But it truly is sometimes the only space that people have, the only support that they have, the only place that they feel like they can truly just let it out, and not just, again, run it down, but what can be helpful. Let's talk tools. Let's talk boundaries. Let's talk about the fear of saying no, like what's behind you not being able to do that. So therapy, therapy, therapy. And a little more therapy.
And I think that people underestimate the power of just saying things out loud. Sometimes you just have to hear yourself, and then things will start to click or shift. Like, oh man, this is the first time I've said that out loud. And then you're able to process, like you have someone right there to process that with.
Literally. And I want that other person to recognize what I don't, right? So, like, even when sometimes clients say something, it's their first time saying it out loud, I notice the change in their body. I notice the change in their posture and their facial expressions, and they don't always recognize that, but I can point that out, and then they can start to identify, wow, when I said that, like, I really felt that in my chest, or like I felt that, in my stomach or wherever. And then again, we can dive deeper into that and really figure out, how do we keep this going? Like, how do we truly change this?
I agree. This is good stuff.
I know. This is like, a chit chat in our pajamas.
Yeah. So, do you have any tips for the people? Any walking away points?
Say no.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Please say no.
It's a complete sentence. No. And sometimes, yeah, it's okay to say not right now, but no's okay too.
For sure.
What about you?
If you feel uneasy, set the boundary. It's a different type of discomfort that comes from setting boundaries.
Yeah.
So it's like you can feel uneasy and then it leads to anger and irritability, anxiety, all the negative things. Or you can be uncomfortable for a little while and then end up on the healthy side.
Yes. Yes. So rewarding to end up on the healthy side.
For sure.
I love when that happens.
Yes, yes, yes.
And the last tip that I would leave is to tap in with a therapist.
Ooh.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be, one, it doesn't have to be us. It can be anybody, right? Psychology Today is a great resource.
Yes.
You can type in your location, whatever state you're in, because the therapist does have to be licensed in the state that you're in.
We're both on psychologytoday.com.
Yep. You also can find us on other social media platforms. So all of our social medias are Rooted Mind Collective. That's on Facebook, where we talk about a lot of like our upcoming events, because we do try to do a couple of community events a year. So you can follow us there.
Instagram.
TikTok.
Yes.
I think those are our ones, right?
Yes.
Therapy, though. Psychology Today. But on our socials, you'll be able to find a link to our direct pages as well, our direct therapy pages, and you can start there.
Yeah, agreed. We just want you to start. Whatever you want your healing journey to look like, get started today. You can start doing your research this evening and have a therapist by tomorrow.
Set that first appointment. Send that book free consult request, whatever that looks like. Go through these profiles, like look for someone that you really feel like you're connected to, and shop around. You're hiring that person to help you. Interview your therapist. Read their profiles. Make sure they feel like a good fit, and if they're not, find another one. But don't stop.
Oh, that's a huge one. Like, just because it doesn't work out or you don't click with one therapist, like, please find another one.
Yes. As much as we like to believe that every therapist is a safe space, that's not always the reality. And if that's your experience, that's unfortunate. And from the therapy community, like that, genuinely sorry if you've had those experiences, but please don't let that stop your healing journey. There are great therapists out there. There are ethical therapists out there, and you deserve to have one. So whatever that looks like, please do so.
Agreed.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Thank you for watching Pillow Talk in Pajamas. Keep growing.
Keep thriving.
And keep healing.
See you next time. You said I can't trust